And finally, the fourth pillar of estate planning is the program that keeps your plan up to date so it works when you need it, not when you wrote it, which can be years or decades earlier. Now, the fourth pillar is a trademark program. It's proprietary. It's owned by Ettinger Law Firm. It was invented by myself, Michael Ettinger, in 1999, and it was trademarked in Washington in that year. And here's how the program works. And here's why we have the program. We feel that you have to have some process whereby the plan is up to date when you need it. And so we first track our plans for law changes. When there's a law change, all our plans are in a computerized database, which we created in '91, and we're still using it. So what happens is the law change is searched for through the full database, and the computer will tell us which clients that law change applies to. Then we can go ahead and send a letter to them. Again, we use computer technology for this. Send a letter to each client who the law change affects, telling them what the change is and what needs to be done, and we'll even tell you what the cost will be so you can make an educated choice. And we've used that effectively in the past, and we may be able to use it effectively for you in the future. We also publish a law letter. It's called the Ettinger Elder E-Lert. It's a play on words, E-Lert, because it comes in by email. So it's E-E-E-L-E-R-T. Comes in by email. And once a week we get to advise the client, and it's also available if you're a non-client, if you go online to trustlaw.com, the website, which I take it you're on if you're watching this video, but you may not be. If you go to the website, trustlaw.com, you can subscribe, a free online subscription to Ettinger Elder E-Lert. Quite useful. One of the ways we've used it is a few years ago, they changed the look-back period on that Medicaid trust from 3 years to 5 years. Well, our clients knew the change was coming ahead of time, and many of them came in and got their work done under the 3-year rule. So that's an advantage. Next time, you'll know if a law change is coming and perhaps be able to act before something affects you adversely. Every other year, we invite all our clients to breakfast to update you on the law and what's happening in the firm. It's a client appreciation breakfast, but we also invite your next of kin to meet the lawyer, because we found it's easier to settle an estate with people we've met than people we haven't. So it's a nice thing, and we enjoy doing it, and we enjoy seeing our clients every other year to see that they're doing well. And we've been doing that for the past 12 years. But the key to the lifetime estate planning process is this. Every 3 years, we send each client a letter, and we ask them to come in for a free review, because we have no other way of knowing if there's a change in your health, if there's a change in your assets. What about your family? Births, deaths, marriage, divorces? So we have a look at it, and most times, naturally, clients get a clean bill of legal health, and there's no charge, thank you very much. But eventually, everyone needs a change. And when you do need a change, of course, you pay the legal fees to do it if you want to do it. But the changes are, people want to change who their trustee is at some point. They'll want to change who they leave it to, or the percentages. They will want to add inheritance trust to keep it in the blood, that second pillar. They will want to change from revocable to irrevocable trust, the third pillar, because they got older, they couldn't get long-term care insurance, either for medical or financial reasons, and now they want to start that 5-year look back, the 5-year clock running, to protect the assets with the Medicaid Asset Protection Trust. And when you need additional services, it'll be your choice, obviously, whether or not you want to do it. But what we're getting at here is that this greatly increases the likelihood that when you go to use the plan, hopefully many years hence, it'll work at the time you need it, not when you wrote it. In other words, hopefully it's never more than 3 years out of date because you've been coming in for the review. So that is the fourth pillar of estate planning, and now we've completed the 4 pillars as we started in the beginning with the introduction, and then each pillar separately. This information is all in a workbook which you can download from the website trustlaw.com, and if you choose to download the workbook, you can also see at the end we've written it out in narrative form so you can actually read the storybook form of the 4 pillars to help you understand it better. And if you like, you can also download our guide to estate planning and elder law, our guide to applying for Medicaid benefits. We have a guide to applying for veterans benefits, and we have our brochure on estate planning and elder law for seniors, what every senior needs to know. So I hope this has been of help to you. It's a start, of course. Ideally, you would follow up with this, make an appointment with a law firm, come in for a free initial consultation. There will be a form for you to fill out. You can actually find that on the website under Contact Us. There'll be a form. You fill it out, take you 10 or 15 minutes at home, and then I think we'll be able to give you a very good idea of where you stand and what, if anything, you need to do. If we think you need an estate plan, we will recommend it to you. We'll give you a proposal in writing. We'll tell you what we will do and why, and then we will abide by your wishes whether or not you're ready to proceed with the firm. But we thank you always for considering us, and we look forward to seeing you in the office one day. Thank you very much for joining me today.